Jovanni, Ohio sports fans! Welcome to a new episode of Ohio Sports Cast that you don't have to be an Ohio sports fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Jovanni. Man, it felt good, but at the same time, I'm also a little bit whelmed. Ranieri, and today we are going to be talking about the after-game thoughts of the Cleveland Browns versus Philadelphia Eagles NFL preseason game that just ended nearly 3 hours ago. So the Browns and Eagles were a competitive team coming into this game. The Eagles won last week against the Bengals with Tanner McKee, and the Browns won against the Panthers last week with Shedeur Sanders, but this time Shedeur Sanders didn't play. Dillon Gabriel, a quarterback from Oregon, he started as a Browns quarterback, and I think I will give him a C on this. I think the first half, it wasn't bad, but second half, you had Tyler Huntley in the second half, so I'll give Dillon Gabriel a C as a grade for his performance today. But for the post-game analysis here, the Eagles' second and third string offense struggled significantly, accumulating over only 88 total yards in the game. The rookie safety, Andrew McKillen, was a bright spot for the Eagles, recording a 75-yard pick six and a fumble recovery. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni emphasized that teams need to improve their complementary football, noting that the defense surrendered long drives while the offense frequently went 3 and out. Dillon Gabriel, starting quarterback for the Browns due to Shedeur Sanders' oblique injury, had a solid performance despite throwing a pick six, finishing with 143 passing yards. Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski expressed satisfaction with Gabriel's ability to operate within the offensive scheme, particularly on third downs. And the Browns defensive end, KJ Henry, scored a 45-yard interception return for a touchdown, a key play in securing the win over the Philadelphia Eagles to move up to 2-0 in this NFL preseason year. So, a summary of the key statistics of the game, you finish with the Cleveland Browns 22, Philadelphia Eagles 13, and the total yards for the Eagles 88, passing yards for the Eagles 55, rushing yards for the Eagles 33, yards per play for the Eagles was 2.0, and then interceptions was DTR only 1, and then interception touchdown was Maruka for the Eagles number 1. And then interception touchdowns for the Browns, 1 for Henry. Interceptions for the Browns, Gabriel 1. And then yards per play, probably 3.0. Rushing yards for the Browns, 55. Passing yards, 105. And then total yards for the Browns, they had 75 today. And then here's some individual performances of note. Andrew Mamuka had an interception for a touchdown for 75 yards. Manuka again for a fumble recovery. Dillon Gabriel had 143 passing yards. KJ Henry had an interception return for a touchdown, 45 yards. Kyle McCord, former Ohio State Buckeye quarterback, he threw for 47 passing yards. And then Kyler Campbell for the Eagles, he had 1 sack. And so the after-game thoughts is that the Eagles' offensive struggles are concerning, particularly given the talent on the first-team offense. Coaches Sirianni's call for better complementary football suggests that the team will be focusing on improving their offensive rhythm and defensive consistency in the coming practices. Andrew Maruka's stellar performance provides a silver lining for the Eagles. His playmaking ability and knack for finding the ball make him a strong contender for a significant play in the upcoming 2025 season. Dillon Gabriel's debut for the Browns was mostly positive, all through the interception highlights an area for improvement. His ability to run Stefanski's offense effectively could be crucial if Shedeur Sanders' injury proves to be more than serious than anticipated. The Browns defense, especially KJ Henry's pick six, showcases potential to generate turnovers and impact games. Both teams rested many key starters, including Myles Garrett, which we already knew that, and Jalen Hurts. So that's that. And then making these observations more relevant to the depth of the rosters and player development and predicting regular season success, both teams will likely use these results to evaluate the roster depth and make adjustments as the preseason progresses. The Eagles play the Jets next week, and while the Browns will be taking on the Rams next week. So that's that. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do these after game thoughts for every single Ohio sports game, even the Guardians. I'm not going to do every Guardians after game thoughts. I'm just not. But maybe Browns, Guardians, Buckeyes. That's it. So just let me know in the comments if you want me to continue with these after game thoughts here. Um, um, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers at the end of the year. It would be grateful for me if you just subscribe down below, please. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jovanni, and as always, it's not being right, it's about sounding confident. Until next time, see ya.